I'm Wesley Brown, and I'm going to be reading a brief excerpt from Tobai Ahmed's story, The Boy in the Clouds. Tobai is an entering sophomore at Taconic High School in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and she is the first prize winner for fiction in the Spencertown Academy 2020 Young Writers Contest. And I'll be reading a brief section from her short story. When I was 4 years old, I told my parents I didn't believe in Santa Claus. After that, they spent years trying to convince me that the North Pole was real and that the coins under my pillow were indeed from a magical lady with wings. Of course, I never believed them, and I always knew that they even didn't believe in them. So I would puzzle over why they were so apt to set me on a course of falseness. My mother would drag me to as many holiday-themed parties as possible, and my father would recount his fake encounters with the jolly man he had as a child. "You know, Leonora," they'd start, and I'd finish, "This is ridiculous," or "None of this is true," each time growing more adamant that that was so. Around the time I was 9 years old, with my mind filled with equations and tales of history, my parents realized I wouldn't be swayed, and so my distasteful drive along the mystical world of imagination came to a halt. 3 years, 5 years, 7. Plenty of time has gone by, and I feel the only thing about me that's changed is my body and the number of world capitals I can name off the top of my head. In spirit, I am identical, still as gravitated to the earthly ground as ever. And while I used to take this perspective as a blessing, now it just seems that I'm missing something. I have lushed my brain with knowledge, but my heart is barren of any fruit.